Real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Visit rsrhomescout.com, rsrhomescout.com. Great tool to help you with the valuation of probably your largest asset. Go to the fourth button over, and you can actually just click the button, put your address in there, and it's going to give you the pricing of your property from a few different sources, including the one that starts with a Z and generally wrong. But you get that right there. First button, you can actually, if you're shopping for a home, if you're thinking about buying a new home, put in your parameters right there, and it's actually going to keep track of properties, and it's got them for 97% of America. Local realtors have the great information for the local area. Not a whole lot of them have 97% of America on their drip campaigns. So we've got that right there for you. Then we can put you in touch with a local real estate professional to help you with the negotiations. Contract to close, that's what you're paying for when you talk to a realtor. They can, I know that they can show you the properties, yeah, but you're going to see them online as for the most part. But the big item is contract to close to protect you, to make sure that the hurdles that are going to happen in every transaction, that you've got somebody there that's on your side to protect you. And I got some messaging yesterday from folks saying to me, Ron, why did you say to sign in at the builders under the name of Mickey Mouse or some fake name? Well, if you registered a builder with your name and then you bring a realtor in to protect your interests, the builders are going to say, hey, you know something? We already knew about these people. So the idea there is, if you're checking it out, just from your friendly local radio host, consumer advocate, go in there, don't give them your real name, and then go back with a realtor who can help negotiate for your best interest. I'm not saying anything negative about the agent that's there at the facility. Just saying, be careful. It's kind of like having a lawyer. You don't want to have the prosecutor also being your defense attorney. Just throw that out there. Top questions about selling your home this winter. There's no denying the housing market is undergoing a shift this season, and that may leave you with some questions about whether it still makes sense to sell your house. Here are 3 of the top questions you may be asking and the data that helps answer them, so you can make a confident decision. Number 1, should I wait to sell? Even though the supply of homes for sale has increased in 2022, inventory is still low overall. That means it's still a seller's market. The graph that we're going to show you puts the inventory growth into perspective using the data from the National Association of Realtors, NAR. It shows just how far off we are from flipping to a buyer's market. As supply grows, it's still a seller's market. Neutral market is 6 to 7 months. We're way below that 6-month market. Buyer market is over 7 months. We haven't been there since probably, 2011, maybe, give or take. While buyers have regained some negotiation power as inventory has grown, you haven't missed your window to sell. Your house could still stand out since inventory is low, especially if you list now, while others hold off until after the holiday rush and start of the new year. Number 2, are buyers still out there? If you're thinking of selling your house but are hesitant because you're worried buyer demand has disappeared in the face of higher mortgage rates, no, that is not the case for everyone. While demand has eased this year, millennials are still looking for homes. As an article in Forbes explains, quote, at about 80 million strong, millennials currently make up the largest share of home buyers, 43% in the U.S., according to a recent National Association of Realtors, NAR report. Simply due to their numbers and eagerness to become homeowners, this cohort is quite literally shaping the next frontier of the home buying process. Once known as, quote, the rent generation, millennials have proven to be savvy buyers who are quite nimble in their quest to own real estate. In fact, I don't think it's a stretch to say they are the key to the overall health and stability of the current housing industry, unquote. While the millennial generation has dubbed the renter generation, that namesake may not be appropriate anymore. Millennials, the largest generation, are actually a significant driving force for buyer demand in the housing market today. If you're wondering if these buyers are still out there, know that there are still people who are searching for a home to buy today, and your house may be exactly what they are looking for. Number 3, can I afford to buy my next home? If current market conditions have you worried about how you'll afford your next move, consider this. You may have more equity in your current home than you realize. Homeowners have gained significant equity over the past few years, and that equity can make a big difference in affordability equation, even as mortgage rates climb. According to Mark Fleming, chief economist of First American, quote, the homeowners in aggregate have historically high levels of home equity. For some of those equity-rich homeowners, that means moving and taking on a higher mortgage rate is not a huge deal, especially if they're moving to a more affordable city, unquote. Bottom line, if you're thinking about selling your house this year, give me a call. We've already talked about this, and I can't say it enough. There are some very, very specific strategies that we share on a regular basis on how to sell your home for the most money in the shortest amount of time. You got to give us a call for this one because we want to, and no, I don't sell real estate. So it's not like I'm going to want to list your house for you. That's not what I do. But I do show people all the time how to do this and how there are some very, very sophisticated strategies, advanced strategies to sell your house for the most money, the shortest period of time, using all kinds of tools that net you, the seller, more money. And isn't that what it's all about at the end of the day? How much money you get? And I laugh when I hear some of these goofy commercials saying, well, we'll sell your house for 1% because it's going to cost you less. Well, the issue is not an issue of cost. It's an issue of how much money goes into your pocket. Their goal is not to make you money. It's to get the house sold for a cheap price. So if they say, well, I'm going to sell your house for $5,000, and I don't know what the number is. Well, you may save, $10,000 or $15,000 or $20,000 in commission, but the net number might mean that it costs you $100,000 because you sold the wrong way. So make sure you give us a call and get this presentation. I thought I had it on my sheet here of different links, but I'll have to get that one put together. We do have it, so just give us a call at 800-306-1990. Put a note in the chat or in any of our socials, and we'll get that to you. That's the real-time real estate segment brought to you by the area trusted real estate professionals of Ron Siegel Radio. Visit rsrhomescout.com.